You know, when I hear that beat, bro, I gotta go into a dark, shit. When I hear, I know, why am I even doing an interview with my glasses on? Hold up. My music is punk rap, okay? Heavy metal rap. Me and the Sesh Hollow Water Boys, you know, we brung mosh pits to the rap scene, rap show scene, whatever you want to call it. You know, it's just high energy, head banging, crowd surfing. It's what any kid that's going through anything needs to hear in order to help them out of that. And I've heard plenty of stories from my supporters that, you know, run up on me and they're like, yo, Wolf, let me stop you right there. You know, I was going through this right here, and then this song right here helped me through all of that. And then when you drop this tape, I was going through this, but it helped me get through that. And that makes me feel good. So I'm gonna definitely keep it going for my supporters, you know. We laid the blueprint for all of these any new artists that's came out since 2013, they followed our blueprint. That's if they stayed independent. Because, you know, we did independent, no deal. I'm still not signed, you know what I'm saying? To this day, we showed motherfuckers how to go in with, you know, with the right attitude and do your shit, how you want to do your shit. Nobody can control you. And then once these other artists, you know what I mean? Like, you know, the new ones now these days, once they figured that out, you know, they just copied and pasted. I did part ways with the Klan, but in a way, like, we're still like all like connected, you know, like no one doesn't fuck with each, you know what I mean? Like, if we could all be in a room right now, smoking, chilling, talking, you know what I'm saying? Maybe even work on some music. But at the time, I had to separate and do my own thing, because I couldn't be in somebody else's shadow my whole life. That ain't me. So, you know, I had to, you know, start my own shit. Hollow Squad, you know what I mean? Like, that's what it is. But I still rep Klan, man. You know how they go, brothers and sisters, forever. Honestly, I try to keep it really, really similar. Like, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, when I do songs, I try not to say shit that I wouldn't do, haven't done, or, you know, or I don't know about type shit, you know what I'm saying? Ether Wulf was like really just wild. Like, man, when I made Ether Wulf shit, I said some crazy shit. Well, my Ether Wulf shit was more like 3-6 influence, but like still aggressive like metal or punk, you know what I'm saying? Like the lyrics were still like, basically like, you know, punk lyrics like, fuck you, I'm gonna do what I want. But then, you know, I got older and then I made the transition from Ether to Xavier, because Ether Wulf was Raider Klan. Ether Wulf, like, I let him live with that. But Xavier is like me growing up, you know what I'm saying? Still crazy, but, you know, like more of a collected crazy, more like a calm, you know what I'm saying? Like, more like Ether Wulf was like real like scribble. Xavier Wulf's still bold, but like more like in the lines, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that. But yeah, man, I fuck with them both. Like, I used to get mad when people called me Ether Wulf and shit, or like said shit like, oh, I miss Ether Wulf. They say that shit on Twitter, but nowadays I embrace it, because it is what it is. Ether Wulf was who he was. Xavier Wulf is who he is. I personally don't feel any type of way when I hear that, because I've made a lot of money off SoundCloud. I don't care. I remember when SoundCloud called me on my phone from London, and I had to pay for that call too. They didn't even, you feel me? I was like $40. But like, they called me, and then the guy was over there, he was like, so we're not understanding, how are you getting all this traffic with no like label? So I had to sit there for like an hour and explain that shit to him. I'm like, nigga, I don't know. Like, I just put the shit out and it does what it does. And they're like, okay, cool. A few weeks later, checks started rolling in. I was the first nigga getting SoundCloud checks. I remember the day I found SoundCloud, I was like, what the fuck? I just needed somewhere to upload music that wasn't YouTube, you know what I'm saying? So I found SoundCloud, and I was like, okay, this looks good enough. Before it was hot. There was no monetization, there was no SoundCloud rappers. I was the first one. I had my SoundCloud. I told Chris to make a SoundCloud. He was the second one. Then I got to Cali. Bones didn't even have a SoundCloud when I got to Cali. Like, made him a SoundCloud. Eddie didn't have a SoundCloud. So we started off on SoundCloud. And now, like I told you earlier, the blueprint, all these rap niggas, they just copy and paste. What did y'all do? Y'all did that? Okay, okay. What else y'all got going? Okay. That's all they did, bro. And now they're like eating, which is fine. Nothing's wrong with that, but you know, I think these niggas just need to pay their homage respectfully. First of all, I've always been into anime, but I never thought about merging that shit. You know what I'm saying? It came a point where I was sitting at home and I was like, what the fuck am I gonna rap about? Back when I was Xavier Wulf, I used to rap about like, you know, weed, guns, all that shit. But one day I was like, fuck that shit. I gotta figure out how to make this shit feel more heartfelt for me. Anime. So I was like, okay, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna treat this shit like I'm an anime character. You know what I'm saying? The beat is the world. The beat is the episode, you know what I'm saying? What's going on in this episode? You know, I'm this fucking, you know what I mean? Like this wolf character type motherfucker assassin that fucks shit up. I don't give a fuck, you know what I mean? Like I already knew my whole shit and I just put that with the music. I reference some of my favorite characters in the songs. You know, I'll say some shit. I'll take a character that I like from an anime that I'm watching maybe, like for example, Kenpachi. He was one of my him and Ichigo, like, low-key I like Kenpachi first and then Ichigo, because Kenpachi's just that nigga everybody knows. So Kenpachi, you know what I'm saying, I used to make a lot of references of how I'll fuck shit up like Kenpachi, or I'll slice your ass like Kenpachi. I got one song I was like, I ain't Ichigo, but I have a Zanpakuto. I'll cut you from your head to the floor, then I'll laugh and go, you know what I'm saying? I actually do have a Zanpakuto though. I actually do have it at my house. It's hanging on my wall. But yeah, man. So yeah, anime into the rap. So once I started doing that and the fans started catching on to it, seeing what I was doing, for the fans that watched anime, they knew exactly. They were like, oh man, bro, what, you fuck with this right here? Like I heard you say it in the song. And I was like, okay, but then there were a lot of fans that didn't know, but that was back in the day. Nowadays, everyone knows, like everybody watches a little bit of anime now. So I got it set up now. Now I can throw anime references in my shit. And you know, I got a gang of supporters that know exactly what I'm talking about. The last tape that I did that was like really anime centered was Project X. And that was from this anime called Initial D. Did that about almost 2 years ago, because I got like heavy into cars, like heavy. And at the time where I had my 240 and then I was watching Initial D and I was making a tape, so I just made the whole, oh man, the best shit. That was the best shit I've done since Wolfgang's rolled off. I have a S13 that I built for drifting, and we slide it around the industrial part of where we have it at, my Hollow Squad garage. You know, late night, we'll go out there and fuck around. We'll have car meets and shit. My BMW is just for stands, really. It just looks nice, but the 240 is the famous car. That's the one I made Project X about, that one. But yeah, man, like, yeah, we get down. And when the cops pull up, it's like, I've been in that situation too, where like you're sitting there chilling, and then you hear those cops, and it's like, oh, fuck, boom, everybody's running, sliding over cars, trying to get to their shit and pull out. You know, at least two people always get caught, you know, because you just can't get out there fast enough. But if you can get away, get away. Get away. But yeah, no, that's just definitely fun. The adrenaline, that's what it's about. It's just you know what I mean? Just that shit. It's just like, psh, get it done fast. And then they finish next people. You know, just try to do as many as you can before the police pull up. They transported my S13 out to Charlotte last year. And it was a car show. It was a big convention center. So my car was in there. And then I performed on stage, you know what I'm saying? Got off stage, got in my car and like drove it to the hotel. Like it was lit, man. The underground scene, it's doing good, I guess. I mean, there's some kids that I see that I do not fuck with at all. But like, you know what I'm saying? I'm wondering like how they even got a fucking fan base. But for the most part, it's doing all right, you know? It has progressed, because I mean, in that sense, like labels are starting to like figure out what the fuck is going on. Because for the longest, like labels were getting fucked up. Like how are these kids doing this shit without engines behind them? You know, so it's like that. So now they're like trying to catch on to it to see how they can finesse. But I don't know, man. Like, underground's a cool world. And you know what I'm saying? I guess if I wasn't one of the kings of it, I I don't know how it would feel really. I guess cause like, you know, like I'm an OG in that shit, so I feel like it's my shit. Like it doesn't matter who comes into the underground and tries to do their thing. Like I've already like, you know what I mean? Like you don't go into the underground without knowing Wolf. Like it just is what it is, you know? So that's a beautiful thing. Let me see, anything on plug? New music coming out, you know what I'm saying? Still smoking woods.